Well, the pandemic has taken a toll on all of us mentally, and that is why there's a series focused on African American mental health awareness that starts tomorrow. So joining us to tell us more, we have Frida Kanini. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're so happy to have you. So first, let's talk a little bit about this series and, of course, why this was so important to make sure that it was available for people.
Yes, we thought through what the community is going through now with COVID-19, the isolation, the loneliness, the lack of resources. So my team at A Glimpse of Africa, we thought this would be a great time to put together a series where we would talk about mental health issues and how to access resources, as well as have people share their own testimonies, how they have overcome some of the struggles they have gone through. This has also a focus on immigrants and refugees, which includes, cultural barriers and language barriers as well. So we wanted to make sure these communities are being reached and they can be able to know where mental health resources are in our community.
And let's talk a little bit more, about that and how it may be hard, for them to speak up and say they need help, especially when it comes to their mental health, because that alone carries a lot of stigma. And then you add those barriers in there, and then it makes it even more of a challenge.
Absolutely. That's exactly why we had really to come out and bring this topic. It's a very needed and very important discussion in our communities right now. And like you said, with language barriers and also the cultural barriers, mental health becomes a little more difficult. I think for everybody, mental health is just filled with stigma and shame that are associated with it. So some of our speakers on our first day of the series last weekend were able to highlight those stigmas and how to handle them, how to remove that shame surrounding issues like losing a job, now being able to know where to get food, and that long-term stress can cause trauma. Also, domestic violence is on the rise, and as well, child abuse. And in an African community or household, those are things that are kept in the house. You don't go outside and start telling people what's going on. So we wanted to create a platform where people can be able to know, who can I reach out to? So we've been blessed and lucky to have some really good psychologists that are talking about those situations, and as well, people that are open to share their testimonies, and most importantly, community support that is being offered within Kent County.
Absolutely. I mean, it's life-changing for sure. So if people, want to get involved in this, how can they go about checking out the series and do that?
Yes, so we have our the second part of our series is tomorrow, December 12th at 2 p.m. It's on Zoom. Our links have been shared on Facebook, and we are also circulating those through, different platforms. So please, if they can visit our page, A Glimpse of Africa, on Facebook and Instagram, and click the links. They can join Zoom tomorrow at 2 p.m. and there's the same link for all the 3 days. So we use the same Zoom link on the 5th, and it's the one we'll use tomorrow, and it's the same link we'll be using on the 19th. Great. So they can access that link on our page. If you want to share that with them, they can use it. And also we are going to stream live on Facebook, so they can join that way as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. You are very welcome.
All right. It is 7:30.